Hello, let's continue from where we stopped yesterday. Okay, so how do we improve this version? Okay, what I'll do is that I will just change this console dot right line to console dot right, and I'll just remove system. And over here, if I take a look of this code, I can see that this 0 is not necessarily, so we can remove that as well. The 0 is basically the minimum number we have. We can have two argument over here. The 0 is the minimum number, and the maximum number, the range of your random number. Since it is by default 0, you might as well remove it as well. Okay, and what I'll do over here is I will try to modify the attack method. Go to definition. Okay, instead of each time the hero attack another hero with just 1 damage, what I'll do is I will create a random object and I'll create a variable to store a random number. Let's say I call this as damage. Goes to r dot max. I'll put 4, and then SW. If you press SW, automatically you can choose this bottom one option. Click tab, automatically it will create this switch case for you. Here you can say damage. Let's say for example the case is 0. What do you want to do? And if the case is 3, what do you want to do? Everything else we already have the defaults. What do you want to do? So what happened here is I want to create a random attack, random damage. If the random number generated is 0, it means that what? I can just copy this, paste it here. I say this instance attack the enemy, but enemy avoided. Okay, 0 means the enemy avoided. If the case is 3, launch critical attack to this person with Okay, if you want to zoom out, the keyboard key is Control minus. Zoom in is Control plus. Zoom out is Control minus. Okay, this dot name launch critical attack to the enemy with whatever damage generated here, which definitely will give me a 3 over here with 3 damage, since we have a case 3 here. If everything else, we will throw a normal message says this dot name attack enemy with a normal damage. So the default there will be most likely either the damage is 1 or the damage is 2. And here we have to modify it to damage, and then we update each other's life here. Well, let's take a look of the program to see how it looks like. Now the cursor, instead of below, it is on the same line. Say Superman, this is Batman again. Right, Superman launch critical attack to Batman with 3 damage. After the critical attack, Batman's life reduced by 3. Superman launch critical attack to Batman again. Batman's life reduced by 3. Superman attack Batman, but Batman avoided. See, Batman's life is not reduced. Okay, there's no reduce at all over here. Superman attack Batman. Most of the time Superman attack Batman, but over here we have also Batman attack Superman, but Superman avoided. Batman's life is equal to -1. We have a bug here that we have to fix, but let's run the program again just to make sure that Batman would also attack Superman. Yes, Batman can launch critical attack also to Superman. Now Superman launched back critical attack to Batman. Batman life reduced by 3. And Superman launched normal attack to Batman with 1 damage. 4, 5 minus 1 equals to 4. It looks good. At the end, Batman won Superman's life. See, it's a bug here that we have to fix. Right, the problem with the negative life is due to when, let's say for example, the enemy's life is 1, and at a point of time when the hero attacked the enemy with a critical attack, so 1 minus critical attack, you will get a negative number. So to fix this issue, what we need to do is that we can reset any enemy's life to 0 if enemy's life is less than 0. Okay, this is one way that we can fix the problem. we can say if enemies dot life is equals no less than 0, means negative, after minus the damage, enemies dot life is equals to 0. If we do that, let's take a look of the output of the program first. Right, now we don't see any negative anymore. I'm gonna try one more time just to make sure. Alright, here you can see that Batman's life is 2, and the next thing is Superman launch critical attack to Batman with a 3 damage. So if we didn't have the code just now to reset it to 0, definitely you will see -1 here, because 2 minus 3 you get a -1. Another way that we can do to get the same output is we can consider to add a new property for hero. Let's go to the hero class, which is here, sorry. We can consider to add a boolean for hero. We can call this property is alive. So during the construction of this object, we can say is alive is equals to true. Alright, is alive is equals to this. This is unnecessarily because there isn't any additional parameter that has the same name live and is alive. But if we have a parameter name same with the property name, then we have to use this keyword. Okay, what happened here is each time you create a new hero, I'll set this new this hero's is life equals to true, and if enemy's life is less than 0, instead of resetting the life to 0, we can say enemy dot is alive is equals to false. We can also shorten the code by writing this way: enemy's life is equals to this code and this code will give you the same output. Okay. So after this additional property is alive, we have to also modify this better game, because if you remember in a while loop, in this while loop we are checking based on hero's life. Instead of checking hero's life, now we can check heroes is alive property. If hero 1 is still alive and hero 2 is still alive, then we will let the hero attack each other. We don't even need this command. It's so obvious that the method tells what's going on with the program. Okay, if you take a look of this line of code, you can see that this line of code is so much readable with this new IsAlive property. Let's test the program. Superman versus Batman. Okay, Batman attacks Superman with 2 damage. Batman is 1. Okay, we miss out one thing. I think is the check endgame part. Alright, here we say if hero is alive, is alive, and enemy is alive is false, then hero won. Superman versus Batman. Superman attacked Batman with 2 damage and Superman won. It's not right here. Both is still alive. We will continue to attack each other. I think we miss out something over here. Let's see what we miss out. If enemy's life is less than 0, then enemy is alive is equals to false. Is alive is equals to true. Here we will set is alive is equals to false. Okay. We will just attack each other once. Let's see what happens. Something miss out. Superman versus Batman. Is alive equals true. Is alive equals true. Is 10. Less than 0. If it is true, oh, we get a wrong condition here. If enemy's life is less than 0, it should give you is alive is equals to false, otherwise it's true. Oops. If the enemy's life is less than 0, then is alive is equals to false, otherwise it is true. You can also write it in this condition. If enemy's life is more than 0, then is alive is equal to true. Otherwise, IsAlive is equals to false. Okay, so let's test it. Superman versus Batman. Right. Superman won. Batman life is 3 and Superman lost critical attack. Batman life. Okay, it looks good. Okay, now what we can do is that we can beautify our code. Let's say, for example, when a hero launch critical attack to the other hero, we can make this a red color. So we say console dot for color is equals to console console color dot red, and then console dot reset color. Okay, and then probably we give a little bit of lines for each attack. See how it looks like now. Man versus Batman. Okay, all critical attack will have this red color. So make it a bit more interesting. So probably we can also give a color to the winner. Okay, to the winner. Console dot for color equals to console color, let's say blue, and console dot reset color. Oops. Same over here. And this is Batman. Yellow color will be better. Oops, we have a negative life here. I think we missed out something. If the life is less than 0, oh yeah, I think it's better for us to reset both life as well. If the life is less than 0, we reset two things. IsAlive is equals to false, and enemy's life reset to 0 as well. That will fix it. Man versus Batman. Okay. Now you see Superman's life is 1. Receive a critical attack, 3 damage. Reset it to 0. And Batman 1. So we give a yellow color for this winner. If you take a look of this code here, yellow color, reset color, yellow color, reset color, and over here red color, reset color. What we can do is that we can consider to create a class just to do this resetting color. So probably we can call this class as utility class. So for this class I will say public static class utility and I'll call this method public static void console right line. Here I will basically have this block of code and this one will be the text. Here will be the console color control dot using system, and here I will replace it with the text. With this method you can replace the code here move the string over to the method as argument, and we give this sorry, we have this we have to t dot, okay, here we can put console color dot yellow. Okay, copy this and paste it here. This is enemy, so we no longer need this block of code because this block of code is now inside this method. This is how we can use a method to reduce repeat code, change the text to this text, change the color from yellow to red. Okay, now if you take a look of the output, you'll be still getting the same output. Okay, you'll be still getting the same output, but the code is so much cleaner and lesser repeat code as well. Okay, so that's it for this part 2. Hopefully guys able to pick up something from here, especially those who missed my class, and I did put some extra stuff here for your extra learning as well.